welcome to the bucket list. On this show, we're always encouraging people to get out of the house, to get more active, to meet new people, try new things and have some fun. And we've been desperate to go on a holiday, so we can do all of that through Great Getaways, fun, active camps for the over 55s. Today we chat to Jay Henderson from the Australian Camps Association about Great Getaways, camps designed especially for us more mature. Hi there, Jay, welcome to Over 50 So What? Can't wait to have a chat to you.
Carol, lovely to be with you.
Well, I'm so excited. I'm always excited, but today I'm even more excited because we're at time of shooting today. We're still in lockdown, but we're just about to get out and everyone's excited about going on holiday. And you're going to tell us all about these amazing camps that you run with fun activities for the over 55. So can't wait to hear all about it.
Looking forward to it myself. So thanks for the opportunity. Really appreciate it, Carol.
Jay, tell us all about these Great Getaways. What do you do when you go to a Great Getaway camp?
Look, the Australian Camps Association commenced Great Getaways camp and day programs about 4 years ago after consulting respected professionals in the older adult sector, including people like your friend, Colleen Wilson-Lord, and her husband, Brian, along with a range of others. And so out of the focus groups and various other things that were done, we've been running camps now for 4 years, weekends, midweek camps, and do all sorts of activities. So low-key, passive activities, but also adventure activities at accredited campsites in different parts of Victoria.
Now, we have to be clear, camping, do you have to sleep on the ground, on a sleeping bag? What sort of camps, might be a bit more challenging for us older ones sleeping on the ground. So can you tell us about the situation on your camps?
The Australian Camps Association accredited campsites are mainly, they're predominantly residential sites with a variety of different sorts of accommodation. So it could be bunk rooms, there could be rooms with en suites. So it's going to vary in terms of the size of the rooms, the number of people that you have to share with. We don't use top bunks for Great Getaways with older adults because of the difficulty that people would have in getting up and down from those sorts of things. But look, so they're residential campsites. So we're not expecting anyone to sleep on the ground or in a tent. But we do have campsite providers, and there's hundreds of them around Australia that do offer in some of their programs the opportunity to sleep in a tent. So there could yet be a Great Getaway where people will sleep in a tent, Carol.
Oh, I'm excited about that as long as I bring my air mattress, all right? Now, can you tell us about the kinds of activities that you can expect to find on a camp?
It could vary from a range of things, as I said before, in terms of it could be low-key passive activities. We often start the day with a walk in and around the camp or outside the camp, depending upon the location. Do some gentle loosening, stretching, mobility exercises. But depending upon the campsite, we'll often do adventure activities that might vary from bushwalking, bike riding, archery, canoeing, perhaps even a low ropes course or a high ropes course. So each campsite is reasonably unique in the range of things that they offer within their environment. So a combination of active and passive. I can give you an example of a camp recently where 4 of the participants had quite a bit of experience around rock and roll. So the Saturday evening was a rock and roll session where people learnt some new moves and got them up and about.
So if someone is a bit hesitant about going rock climbing or doing high ropes, because you do run those sorts of activities, people can opt in and opt out. How does it work?
Yes, so that's definitely the case. So we're not on about forcing people to do activities. We'd encourage them to come along, to sit and watch any activities that they're uncomfortable doing. And irrespective of the age of a camper, we call that challenge by choice. So you've got a choice about whether you want to participate or not. And so there would be no pressure put on people to do any of the activities, because we respect and recognise the range of interests and abilities that different people may have. Having said that, though, we're a really friendly community that will encourage and support people to join in to the limits of their comfort zone. So no pressure, no expectation, but often when you see other people having a go, and perhaps they're way older than you are, it might be an encouragement for you to at least have a try.
Yeah, so the Great Getaways is designed for the over 55, so you obviously can go up to even maybe a 90-year-old might rock up.
Correct.
And once you get into that age group over 55, I don't think there's a single person that I know that hasn't got a knee problem, a hip problem, a foot problem, a back problem, a neck problem, so we've all got things we've got to work with. So how does the camp deal with our individual challenges?
Good question, Carol. So it's a bit similar to your previous question about adventure activities, in that we'll make adjustments for the varying fitness and mobility of different people. It's important that anybody going on a Great Getaway fills in an information form about themselves before they come, because staff, camp leaders and others really need to know about any issues that campers might have before they come along. Because if someone, for example, has problems with their back, hips, knee, then knowing that before the activity starts means that we can avoid them overextending and exerting themselves to the point where they have a further injury.
Now, what about someone like myself who's single on their own and they don't have any friends that can go with them, or the timing's not right for their friends? Can someone just come on their own?
Yeah, definitely. So we're a very supportive environment, and so anyone who comes on their own or is new to a Great Getaway, and sometimes that's a couple that have never been on one before, but anybody who comes and is new to a Great Getaway will be part of a meet and greet at the start of the program. They'll be well supported, and within a very short period of time, we're confident that they'll have made new friends to go beyond the camp after it's finished.
Excellent. Now I'm excited because we know that camps are starting in December 21. You've got a day camp and you've got a 4-day camp. What's the story around the COVID restrictions at the moment?
Yeah, good question. We've had, like most organisations and individuals, have had to postpone and reschedule programs, particularly in the last 6 months. But we're confident now that with restrictions starting to ease, we've got a 4-day program at Halls Gap in the Grampians starting on the 7th of December. And that's going to be fantastic, really well supported. We've got over 20 people signed up for that one already. And then the following week, we've got a day program scheduled out of Merricks and the Mornington Peninsula. So, I think there's a real desire for people to get out and about again, particularly after all of the lockdowns and restrictions. And the way we're structuring our programs around the COVID period is that if we have any health department or state government restrictions or lockdowns then that affect our programs, then we'll give a full refund or a credit for a future program. So people can rest assured that with all of the uncertainty that we've had, that going forward, you can sign up for one of these programs and not lose your money.
And for all those people watching from South Australia, if they're allowed into Victoria, they can come and camp with us, can't they?
Love to have South Australians come across the border and join us. The Grampians is actually close enough for them to do that. So, it'd be good to have some South Australians over here. The Grampians in December, Merricks and the Mornington Peninsula also in December. And then our website will list a whole lot of programs that we're planning for the first half of next year. People might be interested to know that we've recently had Great Getaways commence in Queensland, and the Australian Camps Association is really keen to actually roll out Great Getaways nationally. So watch this space.
Will do. Now, to finish off with, if someone's sitting at home in their couch, they've been, not going anywhere, and they're thinking about going to a camp, they're over 55, but they haven't been to a camp before, what would you say to that person sitting at home?
Give it a go. Try and find a friend or a buddy that'll sign up with you. But if not, just come along yourself. Get onto our website, look at the details, choose something that might meet their needs and interests, and I think take a bit of a risk, take a gamble, because what do they say? Nothing ventured, nothing gained. I think it's important that all of us, mix and mingle, get out of home, get out of our suburb, and get into nature, Carol. I think you'd agree that time spent in the great outdoors just really helps our mental health. It gives us a great opportunity to meet new people, see new places, try new things, and get active. And most importantly, have fun.
Yes, thanks so much, Jay. Well, we're going to have lots of fun. I can't wait to come out to one of your camps and be involved, go out in the fresh air. So thanks so much for coming on the show.
Absolute pleasure, Carol. Thanks again for the opportunity. Really appreciate it.
So, are you going to take some steps to prevent short-term memory loss? And have you written down Great Getaways? So you can start planning right now to have that camping holiday with people your own age. A whole new world is opening up and it's time to get out there, get amongst it. If you'd like more information on Dr. Michael Elstein or Great Getaways, just go to our website, carolohhalloran.com. Please join us on Facebook and YouTube. Over 50, so what? Send us all your ideas, your comments, your suggestions. Now, it's time to get out of the house, to get some fresh air, to get into nature, to be active, to meet some new friends. Now is the time. I'm Carol. This is Over 50, so what? Thanks for watching our TV show. Be sure to hit subscribe and then you'll never miss an episode. Jump on Facebook, join our group, get in on the fun, fitness, wellness and inspiration. I'm Carol, over 50, so what?